Hey guys, Mark here with another fragrance review, this time on the house of Abercrombie Fitch. This one called Colden. Now these fragrance reviews are actually quite fun for me to do, just because of course this is for mostly teenagers out there that are going to be checking out this fragrance review. And I like to dissect these mall scents, see if there's a diamond in the rough, or of course they're just what they are, just mall scents, and you can save up and get a much better scent in the designer game. I haven't done a mall scent review in a long time. It must have been a few years now. Last one was probably Fierce over here. That actually was more of a diamond in the rough than anything. A lot of people do know that this thing is great for longevity and projection. As far as scent goes, it's actually pretty good. Compliment, same thing. So an excellent scent. So let's see if A&F can do the same thing with Colden here. Now this guy right here joins a long line of discontinued A&F fragrances. They really like to introduce new lines, and they like to keep things fresh. So I believe this one is discontinued. If anybody does go in A&F stores, I haven't been in one in years, and you say that I'm actually wrong, let me know in the comments below, but I really think this one is discontinued. Usually discontinued A&F scents really fetch a lot of money online. They sell for almost like 3-4 times the retail price. This one has not hit that same fate. I can see this one on eBay right now for, you know, $25 to $60 American to purchase it. So even if it is a discontinued scent from A&F, it hasn't hit that same fate as the other ones that were discontinued, and it really just shows how unpopular Colden was. It's not selling on eBay or any of these online sites. So let's get to it. Let's take a look at presentation for Colden. Alright guys, time to tackle presentation for Abercrombie Fitch Colden. Let's take a look at the bottle and the box, and of course here on the Robe Zoe channel we take a look at box first. And as you can see here, this is just your standard box. There's nothing crazy about it. You got all your information in the front here. You got some in the back, and as you can see here, this is an EDC, so this one's going to be very fleeting on your skin. It's not going to last very long. And your batch code in black right here at the bottom of the box. Now bottles, A&F actually changed their bottles I think in the mid 2000s here with their whole lineup. And Colden did get that type of bottle. I really like these presentations, unlike their square bottles, to be honest with you. I really like the simple, plain. The caps are really nice. So you got all the information here. It's like a gradual from black to, of course, a clear bottle. So smoke glass, I call that. You got a sticker at the bottom here. Your cap is actually very heavy, chromed out at the top. Wood paneling on the side. Very nicely done, actually. Really like this presentation. Sprayers, you're just basically your stereotypical sprayer. Works well, no problem. Sprays a good amount of juice. Never had any problems with it. So guys, let's get to the review. Let's take a look at A&F's Colden. Alright guys, time to take a look at bottle sizes for Colden. It comes in 2 bottle sizes from A&F. You're looking at the 1 ounce bottles and 1.7 ounce. This guy's actually the big boy, the 1.7 ounce. Pricing, again, like I said in my introduction, you're looking at around $20 to $60 retail to purchase this fragrance. I didn't find it on the A&F website, so I'm thinking it's discontinued. And on eBay, that's basically what it's fetching for, which is actually really good for a discontinued A&F scent. Like older scents from that line fetch like $100 to almost $250 American to purchase their fragrances. I remember when Woods was discontinued, it was nuts. Now this guy hit the shelves back in 2008, so it had a really short shelf life. Awards, has not won any awards on my channel as of yet. Group, this is an aromatic spicy fragrance. The spice you're going to get from this one is definitely the pepper. This is a pepper-laden fragrance. Recommended age, basically this type of fragrance, again, even if it's really versatile, I really think for older gentlemen, you can do better. Recommended age, really teenagers, you know, your first scent. Even for older gentlemen, to be honest, if it is your first scent or you really don't care, you just want to smell good, this could be for you, but really it's marketed for teens. How many sprays and where? I go 1 on the chest and 2 on the arms. I kind of stay away from this area. Pepper doesn't do very good with me. You can switch it up if you want. 3 sprays, I'm good to go with this one. Let's take a look at the notes. Now in the top we got ginger and Italian bergamot, in the mid we got white pepper, and in the base we got cashmere, musk, and amber. You're going to get a huge wallop of musk in this fragrance. That's one of your major players in this fragrance. In most mall scents, musk is cheap to get, and you're going to get a big wallop of it in here. Lots of pepper, a lot of spice in here. You do get some sort of citrus. I'll say it's the Italian bergamot, but we're going to get to that when I sniff it out. So guys, let's sniff out Colden. I'm going to let you guys know what this fragrance smells like. Alright guys, time to sniff out Colden from A&F. I'm going to let you guys know what this fragrance smells like from top to bottom and determine if this is just a regular ho-hum mall scent or it's actually a diamond in the rough. They did really well with Fierce on my review. I really enjoyed Fierce, to be honest with you guys, so let's see if they're 2 out of 2 here with Colden. So let's sniff her out. Alright. First thing that hits my nose is that pepper, guys. It hits my nose right away. Lovers of peppered scents are going to like this. If you don't like pepper in your scents, this is going to be a huge drawback for Colden. You're not going to like it. Pepper lovers, check this one out. Really nicely done. A good pepper, a strong pepper in a fragrance. And I like this, what A&F does with most of their fragrances. They like to shy away from just like a nice fruity start and a musky backbone to their fragrances. They like to put some woods in their fragrances, some spices. They did that with Fierce, and they did it with Colden too, so I do get a lot of that pepper. Now the pepper is met with a heavy musk. There's a lot of musk in this fragrance, especially right from the top, and usually that's not a good thing for your fragrance. I know when I smell a fruity, musky scent, I know this fragrance is not going to last very long on my skin. And I also felt in this introduction some citruses, or something that resembles citruses. It was almost fruity and citrusy. It was invigorating, kind of. The citruses are heavily synthetic, of course, and I really could not determine if it was bergamot or not. It was just a nice, pleasant, fruity, citrusy-like smell. Now you do get a pinch of ginger in this, and I really think that ginger and the pepper did really well in this fragrance. And there's a little bit of lavender peeking through in this top. I know there's no lavender in the note breakdown, but I'm pretty sure my nose gets a little bit of lavender in this one. Now, if you smelled a lot of fragrances in your lifetime and you're first sniffing this fragrance, the first thing that comes to mind is A, it's not going to last on my skin, and B, it's not going to be groundbreaking as a scent. She's basically almost synthetic to a fault. You can find much better for the price tag, being honest. Now let's get into the mid of this fragrance. Let's see if the meat and potatoes actually kind of changed my mind on this one. Now, in the mid, the pepper is still a major player in this fragrance. It's not as bold as it was in the start. It kind of smooths out a little bit, so if it's kind of too much for your nose in the start, it may actually be a lot better once it dries down on your skin. The note breakdown does not involve lavender, but in this mid, lavender just peeks through. There was a good dose of lavender here. It kind of gave this fragrance a soapy, clean-like feel. With, of course, a little bit of citruses here, and that pepper, and of course that huge cloud of musk backing it up. Now, when it turns into the base, almost like a couple hours on your skin, it ends with musk and that lavender combo, and that's basically all I get from Colden. So guys, let's get to the overview, and I'm going to let you guys know my honest opinion about this fragrance. Time for the overview on Colden. So is this a diamond in the rough mall type scent? Hardly. It's a ho-hum mall type fragrance. Nothing stands out here. Nothing breaks the bank here, and really you can find much better in your fragrance needs, guys. Even if you must have an Abercrombie type fragrance, I wouldn't recommend this. I would probably let you guys know about Fierce, Woods. Check those out way before this one. This one is a waste of your money, and this is why I do these fragrance reviews for the teens out there. It's not going to last on your skin. It may smell nice out of the bottle for the first like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but this is why I do these reviews. I dissect them, I wear them, I try them out, I put them against these guys and see what they can do. They can't do it, they can't hold on. It's got a freshness to it that would be versatile to the wearer. So the people that do have this fragrance, I'm sure they're wearing it as a signature scent, they're wearing it every season, they're wearing it day, night. It does have that type of quality that it can be a versatile scent. It smells nice and decent to first-time wearers or teens, but it smells way too safe. If you know what I mean, you're not really going to stand out with this fragrance. And it is, you know, something for teens and starters. I wouldn't even, you know, even if you're just starting a fragrance collection and you're looking at this and you're a teenager, you're looking at this. Again, if you came to me, I wouldn't recommend it. And this is why. I want to save you money. I want you to get an excellent product for your money. Someone that smelled at least a half a dozen fragrances probably are not watching this fragrance review unless I'm really entertaining to you. But you will be highly disappointed in this fragrance if you've smelled quite a few. It's synthetic to a fault. It does not last on your skin. and it has no real redeeming quality as a fragrance at all, and it's just a waste of money, to be honest. Now, why would you hate this fragrance? I've touched upon it. Synthetic. It's that typical mall scent type of fragrance, DNA. There's no real lasting power to it. It's cheaply made. The real redeeming quality that I liked in Colden was the pepper. I really don't like pepper in scents anyway. But in this fragrance, I think pepper lovers would like it. It almost has like an overdose of pepper in it. The ginger was well done. Bottles. It's compared to CK Euphoria on a lot of blogs and websites. And I can see where they're coming from, because CK Euphoria has that kind of like fruity sweetness to it, kind of like what this one has. It has like a fruity, citrusy like sweetness, kind of synthetic like. Same type of DNA. They both have the same type of lasting power, like 1 to 3 hours. That's about it. They both suck on longevity. Best time to wear this fragrance, I would say mostly casually or daily use. Compliment factor. Surprise, surprise, no one ever approached me on this one, to be honest. I had to go fishing for compliments, asking people what they thought about this, and people were giving me those faces that I know that they're looking at me and they're like, no. They're telling me, hey, yeah, it's okay, I guess, it smells fine, but I know those type of people are just being nice, and to be honest, no real compliment on this fragrance at all, ever. Buy, try, or pass. This is a definite pass, guys. Even though it's kind of cheap, it's like $20 to $40 to purchase it online. Look elsewhere. You can get a better bang for your buck. My 2 cents, you guys already heard enough. I really think it's not worth the money. And again, this type of review is always needed, just in case somebody is actually looking at Colden for their first type of scent, or your teenager looking for this type of scent. I'm here to help, and this is what I'm doing. So hopefully you'll pass on Colden and find something a little better. If you do like it, hey, no big deal. You like it, comment below, let me know. You're allowed to tell your own opinion. So let's get to it. Let's take a look at the rating system and see how I rate this sucker.
All right, guys, let's rate Colden by ANF projection. 5 bottles out of 10. It gave me a solid 1 to 2 hours projection, and then it turns into a skin scent. Longevity, 2 bottles out of 10. I could not get any longevity on this one. 1 to 3 hours, any given wearing. If it was more than 3 hours, it was just muskiness on my skin. Versatility, 7 bottles out of 10. This can be a versatile scent. Overall smell, 2 bottles out of 10. Compliment factor is non-existent, and the scent itself, it doesn't stink, but it just smells like a stereotypical mall scent. Seasons, I felt like this was best worn in fall and spring. The low score reflects on the dime a dozen mall scent that lasts 2 hours on my skin. You can do better than this, even at the mall. And the one redeeming quality was that I love the pepper and the sweet, fruity, citrus-like intro, kind of like Euphoria by CK. Overall score, 1 bottle out of 10. You can do much better, guys.